My love for Shin Godzilla has been around for nearly the same amount of time as I started to say wash your hands. So way back. I've honestly wanted to do an individual Shin Godzilla analysis for the longest time. Heck, I've had a video called Is Shin Godzilla the Best Godzilla for hecking ever. That's how much I love this version of the character. However, I feel like now I figured out the reason why I love this version of Godzilla so much. And the simple reason is, he's fun. Shin Godzilla is not a very complex character. Like, at all. He shows up, causes some trouble, and then gets defeated. This is white girl level of basic. But at the same time, he isn't simple. He can mutate at will, shoot lasers out of his back and tail, and grow new Godzillas out of himself. And while I've stated in the past that these abilities are extensions of older ones, mainly in Thoughts on Shin 2.0, I can't deny that these abilities are taken to the absolute extreme, and are pushing the limits on how hecking cool Godzilla can be as a monster. And while, yeah, some fans may be opposed to the idea of Godzilla being able to shoot a laser out of every orifice of his body, most fans don't, which is absolutely fantastic. It shows that the fans want to give Godzilla a new treatment and something more experimental and crazy, a trait that has seemed to carry on if the anime Godzillas are anything to go by. But you might be asking in the back row of the theater,
Guardian, why does it matter that Godzilla keeps on evolving and changing? What's the matter with Godzilla staying the same?
Well, the answer is very simple. It would be boring. And for that, let's take a look at the previous Godzillas before Shinny. The Millennium Godzilla suck. Okay, well, they don't completely suck. I mean, their designs are cool, but in terms of everything else, they're basically the same thing. Standard powers and origins, as well as all of them being anti-heroes. What new things were brought to the table with these Godzillas? The answer? Nothing. And that sucks. That really sucks. Do you want to know why it sucks? It's because Godzilla is supposed to be an ever-changing metaphor for whatever problem currently plagues society. And he wasn't doing that then. He was like a pool of water that's gone stagnant. Or he could be sinking into that pool. Very slowly. On the topic of stagnation, that's why Godzilla sucks in the Millennium series. They were all the same, and if Godzilla as a character were to survive, stagnation is not an option. Let me explain. Godzilla as a character was built off of being a metaphor and an allegory, and while many people he is just that for nuclear weapons, he isn't. He can be used for anything. As I stated in my Mothra video, he can be utilized for many different things. Nuclear bombs, yes, but he can also symbolize Cold War tensions, effects of radiation, inefficiency of the government, and recently, the forces of nature. Godzilla is a character built upon metaphors and telling lessons, and to accommodate new lessons, he needs to change in order to make him fit the problems of the contemporary time. And what makes me mad about the Millennium, and to a lesser extent Monsterverse Godzillas, is that they don't do anything. Like at all. They're as bare bones as possible and play it completely safe. And Shin Godzilla and the Anime Godzillas don't do this. They're unpredictable, fun, silly, and actually do things that evoke a real message. And thank God Toho is stepping up their game and changing the formula up. And if that means exaggerating abilities to make Godzilla more chaotic and easier to fit with these messages, then go all out for it. I'm 100% down for that. So in the end, if I were to give you my 2 pieces of advice, it would be to wash your hands and do what Toho did and bring out your wild cards.